name is Camille Malkiewicz from CraftistaKits.com. Hans Christian Andersen once wrote, "To travel is to live." I love to travel, but one of my biggest fears when I travel is that I will lose my passport. Today, I'm going to put those fears aside and show you how to create a leather passport case. For this particular craft, you are going to need a piece of leather or suede, a hammer, passport, suede lace, a ruler, and a mini punch set. So the first step that we want to do in this project is trace the outline of the passport onto the back of the leather. And then we're going to cut that out and sew it up. So we're going to go ahead and trace the outline of this passport right here. Now we want to leave about a 1 centimeter gap on the corners, and that's going to be for when we sew it together using the suede stringing. So it doesn't have to be exact, but try and get it as close as possible. So once you have that all traced out, you are just going to cut it like this. And don't cut too far into these outer aisles because we're going to be using those as the inner strap. Alrighty. So once this is cut out, so the passport case is going to fold over like this, but we are also going to put a strap in here to hold it down. So to do that, I just go over it one more time, measure it like so, and then just snip across those lines. And so this is what is going to be holding our passport when we stick it in like that. Okay, so we now have our leather cut out, and then we have one flap here and one flap here. We're going to use our mini hole punch set to punch holes all around the outside, and then use the thread to sew it together. And in the end, it's going to end up looking like this. So let's start punching. So I use this ruler just as a guide to punch every 1 centimeter or so. I just want to make sure that they're even. So the great thing about these punchers is that you just hold them up here, hold it stiffly like this, and they can punch through 2 layers of leather. So hold it down tight, punch it through, and then there you have your holes, just like that. So you're going to continue punching all the way around the outside until you get to here, and then all the way around the outside here. So now that you punch your holes, you're going to take your suede lace and we're going to perform a whip stitch all the way around the outside of the passport case. Okay. Now you're going to use the leather or the suede lace in order to perform a whip stitch around the entire outside. So to do this, you start from the bottom hole, and then you are going to bring it up through the top 2 layers, just like this. Now, once it's through the top layer, you're just going to tie a simple knot. And I really like using the suede lace because I think that the knots are really secure with this particular material. So you can pull that through. So in order to do the whip stitch all the way around, basically you're just going over, over, over. So you go over on this second hole, down through the bottom, and make sure you're going through both layers, just like that. Pull it all the way through until it's tight, and then you're going to go back over again and do the exact same thing in the next hole. And you're just going to continue to repeat that all the way around the entire case until you get to the other side. So once you've completed, you have this very fashionable leather passport case. You open it up and you have the one panel here, the other panel there, and you're ready to go and travel safely. I'm Camille Malkiewicz from CraftistaKits.com. Thanks for joining us today, and remember to keep it crafty.